Aboard the Irrawaddy Woman for the next 5 exciting days and 10 romantic nights. Wink, wink. Just a few reminders, everybody remain seated at all times. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, and remember to watch your children, or the crocodiles will, and they make terrible babysitters. So, how many of you came here today because you wanted to see some danger?
He's just kidding.
Yeah, there you go, right there, big capital letters. Over here on the right side of the boat is your first glimpse of wildlife here in the jungle today. They are not very intelligent animals. They get lost in that maze over there for about an hour at a time. Now, the brightly colored ones are poisonous, but it's the little ones you have to watch out for. They attach themselves to the big ones and drain the will to live out of them for 18 to 25 years. Over there, that's a Bengal tiger. Bengal tigers can jump an amazing 25 feet, but we're just 20 feet away, so she'll jump right over us. Down there in the river, that's Ginger. Careful, folks, Ginger snaps. Yeah, she's one tough cookie. We are now entering the elephant bathing pool. You know, they say that elephants never forget. And I think that's true because these guys never forget to be here every time my boat comes by. Up ahead of us there, that's Bertha. Bertha loves that shower. She's been in there for 52 years. You can tell from all the wrinkles. Down there in the river in front of us is a little squirt. He learned a fun trick from his dad. He likes to spray water at the people on the Jungle Cruise boat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to point out some of the native plant life here in the jungle. There's some. There's some over there. There's a whole bunch of it over there. Oh, that was dangerous. Let's see if we can get closer. Oh, man. Look what those gorillas did to my team. They left the lights on. It's going to drain the battery. I'm going to have trouble getting it to turn over later. Now that that's all done with, take a look off to the left side there, and amongst all that dense foliage, you will catch a fantastic glimpse of absolutely nothing. But directly ahead is the breathtaking Schweitzer Falls, named, of course, for famed African explorer Dr. Albert Salz. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just turned down the Nile River. Now, the Nile River is the longest river in the world, and if you don't believe me, well, you all know what that means, right? It means you're wrong. Over there, that's an African bull elephant. That is the rarest animal in the jungle, folks. You will never see another one of those again in your lifetime. On the right side, that's a polar bear. We are now approaching the African Bells, home to an astonishing assortment of wildlife. Way up on the hill there, you'll see some gazelles, some giraffes, some zebra. I'm not sure what those shaggy brown things are, though. They must be new. Oh, look at that pride of lions protecting that sleeping zebra. He must be dead tired. We'll let him rest in peace. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's amazing. There must be about 1 million rocks on that beach. I don't want to alarm you folks, but just around this bend in the river is the infamous hippo pool. Hippos are known to be the most dangerous mammals in the jungle, but it's okay. They're only dangerous when they're blowing bubbles and wiggling their ears. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Looks like that one's going to charge the boat, folks. Everybody cover your ears. I'm going to use my gun to scare them off. Look at that. I scared them stiff.
Dude, look at the duck. That duck just ate a fish.
Down there in the water, that's a cormorant. I have no idea where she came from, but she's been here for about a month. We're now entering headhunter territory, and that is a terrible place to be headed. Looks like they're already out celebrating. Let's see if I can translate. Nope. Keep your eyes on the right side of the river, though. You're about to be treated to a spectacular demonstration. Hang on.
Guys, we went over this. You're supposed to be on the
the river. You're supposed to throw the spears at the boat. If you're not going to do it right, never mind. Forget it. Get back down. Try it on the next boat. Sorry, it's their first day. It's hard to find good help. You know what, though, to make up for that, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. The reason you came on the Jungle Cruise this afternoon, and probably the reason you came to Disneyland today. The amazing, the astounding, the backside of water. Yay! Don't try that at home. You'll just hit your head on the backside of the sink. All right, after all that excitement, I'd just like to take a quiet moment to point out this fascinating limestone deposit on the right side. I only do so because most people take it for granite. Yeah, that joke's rock solid. I might even go as far as to say that it's marvelous. Yeah, my sentiments exactly. That's 4 in a row, that's hard to do. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Oh no, piranha! Time, let's get out of here. Women and children, you're safe. These are man-eating piranhas. Wow, look at that giant snake sitting in a tree. H-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes asphyxiation. Up ahead on the left there, that's Trader Sam. Trader Sam's our head salesman of the jungle. Unfortunately, ooh, that's Ellie. Don't acknowledge her, she just does it for the attention. Alright, you folks have fun out in the jungle today? Yeah, me too. I had so much fun, I think I'm going to go again. Again and again and again and again. I wish that was a joke. Alright, well folks, this trip is brought to you by the Miracle Boat Engine Company. To get you around the jungle and back in one piece, it must be a miracle. If you have any annoying friends or family members with you here today, make sure to bring them back at closing. We have a special trip going out. It's halfway, half price. You toss them in, we toss them over. No questions asked. Or you could join us next week when we go in search of the great Peruvian handkerchief. Hopefully we don't blow it. Alright, well folks, as we approach the dock, make sure to keep your hands, arms, elbows, and children inside the boat. We don't want them to get caught between the dock and the boat because that would really scratch up the dock. And it would probably really hurt my boat. Well, folks, make sure and stop by Tropical Imports on your way out. Mention my name, get your free case of malaria. One case per family spreads quickly. Malaria catches the fever. Everybody make sure to keep your hands and arms inside the boat. I might have already said that. I don't know. It all starts to run together eventually. We do need everybody to make sure to remain fully seated. So me or one of those skippers on the dock asks you to stand up. Yeah. We're going to take a few extra seconds. Once the space here is going to tie that doohickey to the thingamajig. Those are nautical terms. Well, folks, you've all just survived the world-famous Jungle Cruise. Get out. I'm sorry, that was rude. Please get out. Thank you. Everybody on the left side.